Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Music Theory Mondays. What you just heard was another excerpt of the song All of Me, and this is not the first video on All of Me, but I like to put things out in small chunks so they're easily digestible. I want people to understand what's going on. So today we're looking at the B section, and I'll put this up on screen. We're starting off with a C6. Alright, now the cool thing about a C6 is if you look at it, you'll realize it's actually containing the same notes as an A minor 7. But if you play a C in the bass, you call it a C6. Alright? It's acting as the 1 chord because we're in the key of C. The next chord in line is the E7. Right? Now anytime you hear the word 7, you automatically think 5 chord. But there's no E7 as a 5 chord in the key of C. So how do we make sense of this? Usually 5 chords precede a change, whether it's to a new key or to another 5 chord. So we're going to call the E7 a secondary dominant, all right, because it's not the dominant of the key of C. And we are going to consider it the 5 of the following chord, which is the A7. Alright, now E is the 5 in the key of A. So E7 is the 5 chord of A major, or A minor. In this case, we're resolving the E7 to an A7. So we're going from a 5 to a 5. Now we have 2 secondary dominant chords in the progression. This is what makes jazz so amazing. The next chord is the D minor 7. Now there's a D minor 7 in the key of C. It's the 2 chord. And what's happening here with the A7 is that it's resolving to the D minor 7 as a 5 of 2. So what that means is your A7, aka dominant 7, aka secondary dominant within this particular song, is the 5 chord that's resolving to the D minor 7, because if you look at your notes, the A is the 5th of D. So the A7 is the 5 chord of D. Whether it's D major or D minor, doesn't matter. So we're going to consider the D not home bass because we're in the key of C, but there is a D in the key of C, and it's the 2 chord. Whew, I hope you guys are following along with this. Please, I hope so. So we've got the D minor 7 as the 2 chord in C, and you have the A7 as the 5 of that 2 chord. So we're calling it a 5 of 2. The next chord is an F6, all right, which is just a more colorful major chord. There's nothing too fancy about it. All right. What's cool about this one is that if you rearrange those notes and put a D in the bass, you actually have a D minor 7. So in a way, you have the same chord being played twice here, but the root's different, so we're functioning different. So the F major 6 then does one of these, right? Hear that fall? That is because we're going from an F major 6 to an F minor 6. So we're keeping with the F as the root, but we're changing the quality of the chord from a major chord to a minor chord. And we can do that because they are parallel. F major and F minor are parallel. So that's a very safe and effective move. That chord then resolves itself to the C major 7 chord, which is a beautiful jazz chord, bringing the progression to a screeching halt on the 1. What I wanted to say about the F minor 6 is that you could consider that a minor plagal cadence, and we haven't really done cadences on this channel yet, but just know that that move is something that comes up often, and doing a major 4 in a major key to a minor 4 in a major key, borrowing from the parallel, and then resolving back home as a minor 4-1 as a minor plagal cadence. Just a fun fact for you guys. If anybody has any questions, comments, requests, please like, please subscribe. I appreciate you watching. I hope you're learning. Have a great day.